So from the 90s till now, so in that 20 years that you are really looking at, I think that we've had a lot more of a variety of birth control and we've had maybe better access to it. That would probably be across the country, but in Pennsylvania, it might be something that was maybe introduced and new.
In 1993, the Plan B pill was introduced to women with a doctor's prescription. This allowed more women to use the contraception to avoid pregnancy.
I know in the mid 90s we had the Plan B pill, so a lot of women then had the option to take a birth control pill after intercourse. So if a condom broke, if they, forgot to take their regular birth control and they were kind of worried about a pregnancy, they had a couple of days to make the decision to take birth control.
Although it does not end an already existent pregnancy, Plan B revolutionized some birth control options for women.
And in the later 90s and early 2000s, that pill became available not as a prescription. So when it was a prescription, it was a great introduction into birth control, but it still had some restrictions on it. So when those restrictions were lifted and it was accessible in so many more ways, that was an example of how birth control might have diminished the abortion rate in the country.
Facilities such as pharmacies as well as Planned Parenthoods began giving out Plan B for women to use to avoid pregnancy and unwanted children.
People get really upset at Planned Parenthood that they're like, they say all kinds of terrible things and they protest them, but Planned Parenthood is the #1 contributor to reducing abortions in the country because they offer all kinds of birth control options. So they're offering options before you get to the point where you'd have to make the decision to terminate a pregnancy.
There are local Planned Parenthood locations in Chambersburg, York, and Gettysburg. Garrett Graybill, SUTV News.